jump. Keep in mind, the Dolphins have 5 first-round picks in the next 3 drafts. So, is this a make-or-break season for Tua?
It is make-or-break for Tua, and I don't think it's right, but I think it's real. So before anyone ever gets tried by the actual decision-makers, you get tried by the court of public opinion.
Ah, you do.
You do. Before you ever get tried by those that are important, you get tried by your peers.
Yeah.
And right now, Tua's currently being tried, and the court of public opinion is wrestling with, is he guilty for being sorry, or is he guilty for not being good enough? And so it has to be make or break for Tua, because public opinion is currently trying to figure things out. Now, why are they wrestling? Because they saw Tua versus the Oakland Raiders. They saw 48 plays, 9 drives, 13 points in roughly 50 minutes. Then they saw Ryan Fitzpatrick, 19 plays, 3 drives, 13 points in roughly 10 minutes. Ryan Fitzpatrick gets the ball back, 18 seconds left, leads his team down the field to win that game and beat the Las Vegas Raiders in order to keep the Miami Dolphins' playoff hopes alive. Tua is already being tried in the court of public opinion for not being good enough. I think this year he'll be tried by the actual decision makers and Brian Flores. I think now the actual decision makers are going to look at Tua and be like, wait now, how good are you really? Again, I said I don't think it is fair, but I think that it is real. Comparison is a thief of all joy.
It steals it.
Comparison is the thief of all. I be feeling good about myself and my life. Then I come up here, I sit next to this man and be like, man, he had 2 contracts. Got to get back to work, Hacho. Right? Because comparison, it'll rob you of your joy. If you're the Dolphins fans and you look at Tua, you're like, oh, we Gucci. 6-3 as a starter, nearly making the playoffs. We ain't won 10 games like that in a while. But then you say, wait a second. Man, Joe Burrow, he set a rookie record for most 400-yard passing games. Man, Justin Herbert, the other quarterback who was drafted early, he won NFL Rookie of the Year, 25, 27 passing touchdowns at the quarterback position, and all we got is Tua. Because comparison will steal your joy. I think comparison has stolen Dolphins fans' joy. He's being tried in the court of public opinion. Soon he's going to be tried by those that actually matter.
Strong take. I can't lie with it. And you're right. It's unfair, but it's really happening. That's why people are so stupid. That think about it. I love when people go somewhere and say the culture is messed up, or they are messed up, or this is messed up. But all that is just an aggregation of all of y'all, including me. So when people point, I'm like, dog, they talking about us. Who in the hell in the court of public opinion is thinking that Tua is not that dude? You are ignorant, whoever you are. That's why I don't care about the court of public opinion. You know why? Because I realized it was early in my broadcasting career, and I started to realize that everything was so binary. I say Jets gonna win, the Patriot fans hate me. I say the Patriots gonna win, the Jets fans hate me. Then I started realizing who's really hate me. Oh, the dude that just parked my car? Like, I'm not trying to sun your occupation, but I'm sunning your acumen if you're gonna sit there and just try to come at me all the time. Sometimes you gotta know who is talking before you listen. Bar. Now, here's the thing. Who in the hell is saying Tua sorry when literally he should have walked into the NFL with the most equity maybe of any college quarterback ever? Why? Because he was the most efficient quarterback ever in college football history, hands down. But more so, maybe top 5 statistically in terms of what he was able to do on the field. Now, you don't think that Tua is in a position to succeed? Yes, he is. Why? He's 6-3 as a starter. What does that mean? Since Dak Prescott, any quarterback with at least 8 starts, no one's had a better rookie season than Tua. Okay, yeah, I don't want to go there. That's too sorry. How about this? Why y'all trusting the court of public opinion? And why y'all trusting the Miami Dolphins to tell y'all which way is up in terms of a quarterback assessment or any player assessment? I remind you, the Dolphins have had 22 different starting quarterbacks since 2000. Marino's last season was 99. I remind you that they have not had a quarterback selected to the Pro Bowl since 95. I remind you that they told me Ryan Tannehill was sorry. Which way is up, Miami? They told me Kenyon Drake was sorry. Jarvis Landry wasn't so good. Okay. How about Wes Welker? Y'all even forgot about Wes Welker. Like, stop. Miami is just like a diving board. Like you jump, spring up in the air, and splash into some greatness. Because Miami right now, the same Miami Dolphins that in the last 15 years have had 3 winning seasons. And if you take away Tua's winning season last year, 2 in the last 14 years. Come on, big dog. Stop shooting that Tua, especially with nonsense.
What's crazy is, like, I agree wholeheartedly with your take. Like, your take is real in that Tua should not be in a make-or-break season. But I think the problem is that's the league we live in now, Sales. Like, all it takes is one bad year. Look no further than Carson Wentz.
What bad year?
All it takes. I'm saying this is one.
Okay.
You feel me? Like,
That's
all it takes.
bad?
Bruh, you've taught me that, like, you should have equity. Coaches have equity. I don't know that quarterbacks do. Aaron Rodgers had 25 passing touchdowns, 26 passing touchdowns in back-to-back years, and they drafted his replacement in the third year. That is Aaron Rodgers. Like Aaron Rodgers, who's won you a Super Bowl, who keeps you in Super Bowl contention, who's a first-ballot Hall of Famer, and the Packers saw him struggle, not even struggle, because 26 touchdowns and 4 picks is not struggling, but they saw Aaron Rodgers have 26 touchdowns, 4 picks, and they said, yeah, it might be time to replace you. Bruh, imagine what they're going to do with Tua. They saw Carson Wentz lead his team to the playoffs 3 years, lead his team to the playoffs where they win a Super Bowl, one terrible year, and they're like, can't do it with you. Jared Goff, he was in the Super Bowl 2 years ago. He led his team back from in a playoffs this year, beat the Seahawks, weren't supposed to win that game, and they shipped him off. I don't like it, but it's the world we live in where, Tua, you got to understand, you don't have nearly enough equity to struggle this year. They probably got to win. Honestly, they probably got to make the playoffs if we being real, Sal. Like, Tua probably has to play well, and they probably have to make the playoffs for him to be safe. Remember, they got 2 first-round picks next year that they can use to trade up.
What the hell are we talking about here? Like
the truth.
I don't talk down to people. I tell them they need to talk up to me if you feel like you down there, because I'm not going down there and then trying to justify why we down here. Let's talk about how we could keep climbing in terms of what we're talking about. This is stupid. Like, this is really stupid. He is 6-3, and people are like, I don't know. That's twice as many wins than Peyton Manning had his rookie year. Also, Josh Allen was 5-6 as a rookie with 10 touchdowns and 12 picks. And I ain't hear anybody's like, I don't know about Josh Allen. I certainly didn't hear anybody say, I don't know about Peyton Manning. Why Tua? Because nice guys really do finish last? Are we really trying to do that to Tua? I don't see it, dog. The Dolphins quarterbacks that have made all of these starts, 22 of them since 2000, who's had the best win percentage, the best record? Tua, 6-3 of all the 22 guys, and I can start naming. You don't want all of that. So why are you trying to justify this senselessness?
I'm trying to justify it. I'm trying to explain it, right? It's hard to justify it, but I'm trying to explain it because I don't agree with it, but let me explain it. You say Josh Allen, this rookie year, he was terrible. But the thing you and I have both agreed upon is comparison is a thief of joy.
I didn't say terrible. I said 5-6.
It's 5-6. He wasn't
sound terrible, though.
But comparison is a thief of joy. Who are the quarterbacks Josh Allen's rookie year? Baker Mayfield. He didn't really do nothing crazy. Sam Darnold. He didn't really do nothing crazy. Lamar Jackson was the one, but Lamar Jackson, remember, he didn't even start until week 10.
Yep.
So you weren't even comparing Lamar Jackson to Josh Allen until week 10. Whereas Tua this year, you see Justin Herbert throw for 31 touchdowns. And you see Joe Burrow throw for 400 yards and 3 touchdowns. You see them both set rookie records in their own right. One a collective one an individual one. And then you look at Tua and you're like, man, you out here getting benched for Fitzpatrick? Come on, bruh. I genuinely think it's a comparison thing. If Herbert would have struggled and Burrow would have struggled more, we'd be chilling on Tua. Hey. But Tua's everybody looking at Herbert and looking at Burrow and like, man, all we got is Tua.
What were their records again? What were the Chargers record? My Chargers record? Oh,
I feel you.
What do you want to do with that Cincinnati record again? What you want to say? Like, comparison is a thief of joy. True. But I use comparison as competition. Like, trust me, every night I go home and think about you in good ways and bad ways. And the ways that you're better than me, I'm always trying to close that gap. And the ways that I got you, I'm trying to extend that gap.
I can tell you've been working out.
Hell yeah, I was fat before you got here. I saw you two shows it took me. I said, oh, no.
Hey, this is a true story,
This is a true story, yeah. Look, I ride with the Tide. My last co-host, I rode with him. And now I'm riding with, look at the muscles. Hell no, you ain't gonna get me. So comparison is competition in the Wiley mindset. Here we go. Let's look at this, my last point. Remember Dave Wannstedt? Remember him? Yeah, head coach. Yeah, good dude. Last head coach to win a playoff game with them. That was in 2000, big dog. That's when I was still playing. That's when I was on my first contract.